All right, we are live. Hey everyone, Gardner here, Warrior Wednesday, writing reflection. It is day 265. And as you know, I come on here each Wednesday and share a little bit about my journey, about my writing journey specifically, things that I've learned, things that I've maybe reconnected to on this coming up on almost a year at this point. Well, it's getting there, not quite a year, but 265 days is a long time to be writing something. And I know that it's a process. And I wanted to talk today about reconnecting or just re-honoring the relationship with my folks. And obviously going through my story and sitting down each day and writing the journey of my life to be here in front of you today. Hey, Audrey, J-Dog, fuck. Greetings to RI. What's going on, Audrey? And I just lost my train of thought. Honoring my parents, honoring that relationship and this journey has reminded me of special value that I place on my parents. And I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about this morning, and I had a conversation with someone that's fairly close to me and is an amazing soul, and we were talking about our parents, and we both happen to be only children. So yes, I'm an only child, and before you go down the that explains it, or the eye rolls, or all that shit, there's a lot of stuff that comes with being an only child that I think people choose not, or people don't think about off the top of their heads. And this woman who I was having the conversation with, she's got a lot of stuff going on with her folks, and it just reminded me of how blessed. Hey, Steve O from RI. My main man, my brother from an amazing mother. It made me realize how blessed I am to have an amazing set of parents who have been with me through this journey. And we charge into the arena of life when we're at a certain age. And, for me, it was early 20s, and just love you too, pal. Just charging in head foot and headstrong, and you kind of have to claim your stake in the world and make your mark, and whatever mark that may be. And a lot of times parents are left in the wake of that somehow. For me, especially, it was waving this kind of selfish flag as I charged into the arena. And I didn't always give my parents perhaps the respect or the time that I should have while I was living in New York and LA, and we've always been close, and I'm very blessed for that. My parents were closest. Some of my closest friends sometimes, and Steve, who's on this call, will know, we used to go in Rhode Island, there's the Showcase Cinemas. And, when I would be probably even 20, early 20s, I'd come back from New York, and we'd go to the movies with my folks, and my parents were the type that we'd had to get there early because my mom had to play the video games in the flippin' movie theater, right? And so you can picture this shortish woman, definitely middle-aged woman, sitting on like one of those motorcycles that go like this, and then my dad would have to jockey and get on it and try it as well, and that was my folks, and we had fun, and then I was off doing my thing, and I think, when I get tying it back to being an only child, a lot of that is it's hard because it's a fine line between being there and understanding a family dynamic when it's just you, and yet honoring the same time that call that I've had my entire life to seek. And and so that path has led me across the country, up north, and here I am now, far removed from them, with at a time in their life where it's I can't reconnect that way. For those of you that have been following me for a while, that my mother, a year ago, came down with full-blown Alzheimer's, and so all that has, some of those memories have, the one I just shared about the movie theater, I guarantee you that's gone. And so, yeah, I think those are some of the struggles they don't tell you about in the only child handbook that some of us are given in life, and kind of navigating the calling to be a son, and then the calling to be the adventurer. And the journey, the last 265 days has shown me that I think in that journey there's always been a deeply rooted connection to the sun, and yet honoring who I am as a seeker of truth and of freedom, and all those things that I think everyone should live for, right? So I just wanted to share that it's been great to relive a lot of those moments in my life, because honestly, a lot of those moments in the journey were moments that either my parents witnessed or were a part of, or were on the other end of an amazing conversation about something that transpired, and telling them tall tales of conversations with this celebrity, or working out with Dwayne Johnson or whatever, right? Some of the stuff that's in my story, and so that gives me peace, and that gives me comfort, and always will connect me to home. So anyway, I'm not wasn't sure where this was going to go, gang. So I just always transparent, always leading with love, and always emotionally accessible. And I feel a little vulnerable, and I feel it's it was just spurred on by a very emotional conversation this morning, and I guess I'm thankful. I just want to give gratitude to the universe through this camera lens, and to my community, that I know not everyone has an amazing childhood, and an amazing set of parents, an amazing family dynamic. And to be honest, I can't complain at all. And I'm grateful. And my brother Steve, who's on this, he was my brother, I've been fortunate enough. I have two, Steve and my buddy Dave, who were my siblings. And I have a couple of people in my life right now, older, that are my sisters, if you will, from another mister. So it's nice having that, even though being an only child can be lonely. It's not always about being selfish and about being spoiled. It does come with a lot of seeking and a lot of finding our own answers, and a lot of up there, a lot, passing the time, seeking answers and so forth. So, all right, gang, I love you. Shake that out. I've had an amazing week. I'm just going to turn it back up a little bit. I've had an amazing week. It's the end of Wednesday. It's almost 5:00 here on the Pacific Coast. Blessed for an amazing week. Thank you for tuning in. I trust your March is off on the right foot. If it's not, put your other foot forward and keep moving. Okay. So mad love to the courageous always. And thanks for listening to me honor my folks. Love you guys.